problem asks for a horizontal analysis. So a horizontal analysis compares 2 years. So if you have a horizontal analysis on your exam, you'll have, this is an income statement, but you could have a balance sheet. Some lines of accounts, they're balances from 2 separate years. There'll be an older year and a newer year. Okay, so to do this, first you're going to find the change, right, from the 2 years. Did it go up or down, and what was the dollar amount? Then you're going to take that change and divide it by the older year's balance to get the percentage it changed. What percentage did this year change to get to that year? Alright, so let's do this. I'm just going to go do all the changes first. So the difference between these, $850 and $798, is $52,000. And it went up, so that's a positive change, right? Here we've got 580 went up to 635, so that's 55,000, and that's a positive change. Here 218 went down 3,000, so that's a negative change. So I like to indicate that with brackets or maybe a minus sign. Either one is fine, but you do need to indicate it's negative if it went down. Next line, it went from 35 up to 50, so that's a positive 15,000. It went from 15,000 up to 20,000, so that's a positive 5,000. It went from 55,000 down to 40,000, so that's a negative 15,000. And it went from 113 down to 105, so that's a negative 8,000. So that's your changes. Pretty easy, huh? Alright, well, the next part's pretty easy too. You just need to take whatever this change is and divide it by the older year. That's the percent this year increased or decreased to get to the next year. So 52,000 divided by 798,000 is 6.5. Now if you put that in your calculator, it's going to look like this. 0.065. That is equal to 6.5%, right? You move the decimal over to get what a percentage point it is. So don't get confused on that. 55,000 divided by 580,000 is 9.5%. Negative 3,000 divided by 218,000 is a negative 1.4%. 15 divided by 35 is 42.9%, and it was positive, so that's positive. 5,000 divided by 15,000, and it's an increase, so it's positive, so that's 33.3%. 15 divided by 55 is, and this is a decrease, so this is negative, so that's negative 27.3. And 8,000 divided by 113,000 is, and this is negative because it went down, so that's a minus 7.1. Alright, and that's it. So whatever kind of accounts you have here, it doesn't really matter if it's a balance sheet or an income statement. Just calculate the change. Make sure you're keeping track of whether it is an increase or a decrease, and then divide that change by the older year to get the percent that older year increased to get to the newer year. And keeping your signs correct. If it decreased, it's a negative percentage. That's about it.